and welcome to DBC News. Let us have a look at today's headlines. The Murical Bypass project faces endless delays with no progress in sight. 5 years after its destruction, the Totoncherry Bridge still hangs in the air.
In the absence of the proper design,
Construction of Muatupura bus terminal at a standstill. Years of demand for the reconstruction of Manchod Bridge in vain. And now, news in detail. The completion of the Murical Bypass project at Muatupura has been delayed indefinitely. The constant neglect from the authorities has further aggravated traffic congestion in the town.
The construction of the Murical Bypass road at Muatupura has yet again come to a standstill due to indefinite reasons. This project was launched 15 years ago amid growing concerns of traffic congestion but is now in a state of uncertainty. The proposed project was initiated in 2014 by the then MLA Joseph Varakan as a measure to reduce heavy traffic in the town. The proposed 20-meter wide road, which is 2.27 kilometers long, begins from Kadadi on the Kochi-Dhanushkodi National Highway and ends at 130 Junction on MC Road. Though Eldo Abraham served as MLA for 5 years in the region, nothing substantially happened to the road project.
മൂവാറ്റുപുഴയിലെ ഗതാഗതക്കുരുക്കിന് ഒരു 25% പരിഹാരം കണ്ടെത്താൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഒരു പ്രോജക്റ്റാണ് മുറിക്കൽ ബൈപ്പാസ്. നല്ലവണ്ണം ശ്രമിച്ചാൽ മൂവാറ്റുപുഴ മുറിക്കൽ ബൈപ്പാസ് ഒരു 2-2.5 വർഷത്തിനകം, ഊർജിതമായി ശ്രമിച്ചാൽ ഒരു 2-2.5 വർഷക്കാലത്തിനകം നമുക്ക് മുറിക്കൽ ബൈപ്പാസ് പൂർത്തീകരിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും.
The bypass project was allocated a fund of rupees 50 crores by the KIFBI in 2019. A year passed, but the project was suspended due to the PWD's failure in submitting a detailed plan. Later, a revised project of 64 crores was submitted to the Kerala Road Fund Board, but the delay in procedural formalities called for a reassessment of the plan.
മണിക്കൂറിൽ 4000 വാഹനങ്ങളാണ് മൂവാറ്റുപുഴ നഗരത്തിലൂടെ കൂടി പോകുന്നതെന്നാണ് കണക്കുകൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ ഒരു 15 പേര് ചേർന്ന് ഒരു ജാഥ നടത്തിയാൽ പോലും ഈ നഗരം മണിക്കൂറുകളോളം നിശ്ചലമാവുന്ന ഒരു അവസ്ഥയാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ കണ്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്.
Recently, a site inspection was conducted by MLA Matthew Kuralnadan and officials from the Revenue Department to settle land acquisition issues. The completion of this road would ease traffic on NH49 and MC Road, which has been reeling under heavy traffic jams, thus fulfilling the demand for a ring road for the town. This would help people bound for Ernakulam from Kottayam and Todupuzha side to avoid Muatupura town, but there hasn't been any significant progress as of now. This bypass project is crucial in reducing traffic jams and providing easy commute for the travelers. Moreover, this route has been a long-awaited dream for the local residents here, as the completion of this project would open up several developmental opportunities for the city of Muatupura. This is Riya Royi with camera person Elizabeth, DBC News.
Construction of the Muatupura bus terminal cum shopping complex is at a standstill. The construction, which began in 2014, has been dragging due to monetary issues.
The construction of the Muatupura KSRTC bus terminal and shopping complex has been abandoned midway. It has become a major concern for the people. 7 years have passed since the construction first began. The government officials, contractors and people in charge of the project have changed many times over the years, but there seems to be no progress at all.
It was in 2014 that the construction of the Muatupura KSRTC bus terminal cum shopping complex was started under the leadership of then MLA Joseph Varakan. The construction started with the hope that the plan would return the investment within a short period. But even after 7 years, the project seems to be making no progress. Only a bare skeleton of buildings without any necessary infrastructure is there. Some of the rooms in the buildings have even been auctioned off to people, but they cannot start a business there because of the lack of infrastructure.
സ്റ്റാൻഡ് ഉണ്ടോ എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ സ്റ്റാൻഡ് ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷെ അതൊരു സ്റ്റാൻഡ് അല്ല. രാത്രി കാലങ്ങളിലോ മറ്റ് സമയങ്ങളിലോ ലേഡീസ് അടക്കം ആര് വന്നാലും ഒന്ന് പോകാനുള്ള ശൗചാലയം പോലും ഇല്ലാത്തൊരവസ്ഥയിലാണ് മൂവാറ്റുപുഴ KSRTC ബസ് സ്റ്റാൻഡിൻ്റെ നിലവിലുള്ള അവസ്ഥ.
This project has now become a headache for the authorities as well as the people of Muatupura. The reason behind this lag in construction seems to be several. Some people blame the politics as the changing leaders have different agendas, and this project seems to be everyone's last priority.
ഇൻ ദ ആബ്സെൻസ് ഓഫ് ദി പ്രോപ്പർ ഡിസൈനിങ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചെന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കാണാൻ പറ്റും ഒരു ഡബിൾ ഡെക്കർ ബസ്സിന് നമ്മുടെ മൂവാറ്റുപുഴ KSRTC ബസ് സ്റ്റാൻഡിലേക്ക് കയറാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. അത് ചെയ്ത പണികൾ കൃത്യമായ രീതിയിൽ മെഷർമെൻറ്റ് നടത്താതെയും കൃത്യമായ രീതിയിലുള്ള ഡിസൈനിങ് ഇല്ലാതെയും ഫണ്ട് അനുവദിക്കാതെയും ഇതെങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇത്രയും വലിയൊരു പ്രോജക്റ്റ് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ KSRTC പോലെ ജീവനക്കാർക്ക് ശമ്പളം കൊടുക്കാൻ പോലും പെൻഷൻകാർക്ക് പെൻഷൻ കൊടുക്കാൻ പോലും വകയില്ലാത്ത ഒരു ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റാണ് KSRTC.
But regardless of the people, the real reason behind the lag is the lack of funds. 2 MLAs have changed since the construction began, and the project is finally seeing progress after years. The current MLA, Matthew Kuralnadan, has visited the site and conducted inspections with KSRTC MD Biju Prabhakar and has promised that construction would be completed within 6 months.
The people of Muatupura really need a fully functioning bus terminal, and this is possible only if the authorities take swift action. The last hope that remains is the promise made by the current MLA that construction will be completed within 6 months. This is Anugraha and George with camera person Elizabeth, DBC News.
When new bridges collapse while in construction and at times don't last long, the century-old Muatupura Bridge is an architectural wonder. The beautiful city of Muatupura, famous for the confluence of 3 rivers, also has a bridge that holds historical significance. And right now I am standing on that very bridge, the Muatupura Bridge. Now this bridge is not just any other bridge because it is Asia's first concrete bridge. The Muatupura Bridge, also known as the first concrete bridge in Asia, built over the Muatupura River, was completed in 1914 and still continues to serve its purpose. British engineer V.H. Emerald was tasked with supervision during the construction of the bridge, which took 3 years to complete. The design of the bridge, resting on 3 arches under the semi-suspension technique, was unique and was built by using iron rods and Portland cement imported from Britain. The cements were imported in barrels in order to prevent it from the moisture. The King of Kochi was invited to inaugurate the bridge using a golden key. Although the bridge was built with the best materials and a very high budget of 3 lakhs, the locals were skeptical about the strength and stability of the bridge. Therefore, to convince them, 15 elephants were made to cross the bridge at the same time during the inauguration day, while Mr. Emerald and his wife stood under the bridge to win the confidence of the people.
പാലത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു കൺസ്ട്രക്ഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കണ്ടാൽ അറിയാം. അതിങ്ങനെ ഒരു ആർച്ച് പോലൊരു സാധനം, അതിനകത്ത് ഒരു 2 വള്ളിയിൽ ഈ പാലം തൂക്കിയിട്ടിരിക്കുന്ന മാതിരി അതിൻ്റെ ഷോക്ക് അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് അടിയിൽ പില്ലറുകൾ കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന മാതിരിയൊക്കെയാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു രൂപം നമുക്ക് കണ്ടാൽ മനസ്സിലാവുക. ആ പാലത്തിലുണ്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്നൊരു വൈബ്രേഷൻ, ആ വൈബ്രേഷൻ ആ പാലത്തിലുള്ളതാണ്, പാലത്തിന് ആവശ്യമുള്ളതാണെന്നാണ് ഞാൻ ഇതിൻ്റെ ടെക്നിക്കൽ എക്സ്പേർട്സുമായിട്ട് സംസാരിച്ചപ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത്.
The bridge stretches to 101.45 meters in length and 6 meters in width. It connects the main area of the city, Kacheri-Taram, with Vellur-Kunnam, Varapilli and Kadadi. After it had completed 100 years, the state government planned to strengthen it by gunneting. Being old, the public are anxious with the vibrations that are felt when heavy vehicles cross the bridge. It is one of the few surviving bridges made by the colonists that have lived more than a century. For more than 100 years, this bridge has stood the test of time and it is still open for public use. The bridge stands tall in all its glory and it is the pride of the city. This is Tahi Nabam with camera person Riya, Royi, DBC News. Amidst the constant discourse among climate change, a group of environmentalists have taken a different approach to tackle the issue. Meet the tree planting activists at Pandapalli who have made a difference through action.
This might seem hard to believe, but the place we are standing right now was once a garbage dumping ground until a group of passionate environmentalists converted this wasteland into this beautiful place. Back in 2002, when Mr. Deepu's family planted a banyan tree in their late father's memory, little did they know that this would mark the beginning of a visionary mission to reforest and rejuvenate the village of Pandapalli. This area was acquired as part of the MVIP, which soon turned into a dumping site for waste produced due to canal construction. These debris, which accumulated into heaps of waste, was then transformed into an aesthetic ship-shaped hill with the support and initiative of the villagers. It became home to a group of trees called Nalpamara, namely Atti, Itti, Arayal and Peral, which gave it the name Nalpamarakunnu. It was their vision for this town that the People's Botanical Garden became a classic example of what can be achieved through teamwork and perseverance. The People's Birth Star Garden, Butterfly Park and Fruits Garden are among the various attractions at the People's Botanical Garden.
നമ്മൾ കേരളത്തിൽ വർഷങ്ങളായിട്ട് എല്ലാ ജൂൺ 5-ാം തീയതിയും ലക്ഷക്കണക്കിന് മരങ്ങളെ നട്ടുപിടിപ്പിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിൻ്റെ ഫോട്ടോ എടുത്ത് ഫേസ്ബുക്കിൽ ഇടുന്നുണ്ട്. പിന്നീട് ആ വെക്കുന്ന മരത്തിന് എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് ആരും ചിന്തിക്കുന്നില്ല. അപ്പോൾ അതിന് ബദലായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഒരു മരം നട്ടു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് സംരക്ഷിച്ചാലാണ് അത് വലുതാവുള്ളൂ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ആശയത്തിലാണ് നമ്മൾ ട്രീ ആംബുലൻസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു ലോഞ്ച് ചെയ്തത്.
Tree, that is Team for Rural Ecological Equilibrium, is dedicated to working for maintaining ecological equilibrium and balance. Their activities include cleaning and cultivating gardens on the medians and roundabouts. The Tree Ambulance is a one-of-a-kind ecological emergency service that was set up to provide essential services to damaged and dying trees. Anyone staying in Ernakulam can avail of this service by sending a picture and location of the tree that needs to be taken care of. By emphasizing the importance of cleanliness and converting wastelands into a garden or a forest, they aspire to spread the concept of green hope. This foundation continues to provide emergency services in rescuing damaged trees and protecting them with the strong message to be custodians of the environment. Inspiring everyone to join in this mission, they have taken it upon themselves to make Muvatupura a clean and green city. This is Riya Roy with camera person Elizabeth, DBC News.
The local people have been demanding and waiting for years for the rebuilding of Manchod Bridge that connects Ayankunnu and Aralam Panchayats. Let's see the update of their demand.
The only vehicle accessible bridge that connects Ayankunnu and Aralam Panchayats was destroyed by a landslide in 2018. Since then, the local people have been demanding for a new bridge to be rebuilt, but their demand is yet to come to reality. Let us see to the present situations and the exact problems and difficulties faced by the locality in details. As per a demand, the state government has sanctioned 2 crores for the construction. 7 months have passed since the PWD had granted the money. The Ernakulam-based Rebuild Kerala Bridge group had taken up to design the bridge, but the construction is yet to begin.
പഞ്ചായത്ത് MLAയും വാഗ്ദാനം ചെയ്ത് പഞ്ചായത്തും തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് സമയത്താണ് അവർ രണ്ടു കൂട്ടിനും വാഗ്ദാനമൊക്കെ ചെയ്തു. അപ്പോൾ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് സമയത്തായതുകൊണ്ട് അതെല്ലാം തള്ളിക്കളഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. അതിൻ്റെയൊക്കെ സമയം കഴിഞ്ഞു പോയി. കാരണം ജയിക്കുകയും ചെയ്തു. പക്ഷേ നമുക്കാർക്കും അതിൻ്റെ ഗുണം വന്നില്ല.
The Manchod Bridge that was destroyed by the landslide was the only bridge connecting the local people to the nearest towns, like Karikotagiri and Iriti. The absence of bridge causes many inconveniences for the locals, especially during rainy season.
പാടില്ലാത്ത കാരണം നമുക്ക് അക്കരെ ഒന്ന് കിടക്കാനുള്ള സൗകര്യം ഇല്ല. രോഗികളൊക്കെ വരുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ കരിക്കോട്ടക്കരി ഇതിലെ മരടിച്ചോട് കഴിയുന്ന ഒരു ചെറിയ പാലമുണ്ട്, അതിലെ കൊണ്ടുപോകും.
During rainy season, more than 500 families living in this locality have to depend on the footpath bridge, which was 2 kilometers away from the locality, to reach the highway, which is a 6-kilometer distance. If somebody wants to go to Aralam from Ayankunnu Panchayat or vice versa, one has to depend on the road that connects Aralam and Ayankunnu Panchayat through a footpath bridge. The Manchod Bridge gives the shortest road to reach the nearest towns for 500 families living in this locality. Therefore, the authority concerned should pay heed to the sincere need of the local people and build the bridge at the earliest. This is Isaiah with camera person Nitin Aralam for DBC News.
Kannur cocktail is one of the factors that has put Kannur district on the map for food vloggers and food lovers. People visit Kannur from various places in Kerala just to try this famous drink.
It's such a hot day in Kannur. The perfect
perfect way to cool down on such a day is in a small shop in Caltex Junction, Kannur. What I'm talking about is a drink that has captured the hearts of foodies across Kerala and even outside Kerala. Kannur cocktail.
Juice Corner cocktail, which was started 15 years ago, is known for its most famous drink, Kannur cocktail. The ingredients in this cocktail are simple: papaya, boiled carrots, pomegranate, ice cream, and some nuts. The result is a unique drink which doesn't taste like any of the ingredients but is a perfect blend of everything, and it only costs 60 rupees. Majid and Tajhal, brothers and co-owners of the shop, have kept this recipe secret to this day, which is one of the reasons they feel is behind their success.
നല്ല ജ്യൂസ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത് അപ്പോൾ ഈ കട നോക്കി വരുന്നത് ഫ്രഷ് ജ്യൂസ് തന്നെ അപ്പടപ്പാട് അടിച്ചു കൊടുക്കുന്നത് പഴയതൊന്നുമില്ല അപ്പടപ്പാട്.
While the preparation is done by the employees, mixing and making of the cocktail is done by Tajhal himself. The shop, which welcomes its customers from 9:30 in the morning till 12 at night, is crowded with customers throughout the day. There are many videos on YouTube about this shop, which makes it clear that this shop is a hot spot for vloggers. It is so popular that throughout Kerala, this item called Kannur cocktail has appeared in the menu of juice shops and cafes. At such low cost, the cocktail is quite filling, which makes it a popular item, especially in summer. People across Kerala and even outside Kerala visit Kannur just to drink this, and travelers consider it as a must-try item while in Kannur.
It is worth it to come so far to drink this, and it is good for this climate as well.
At such low cost, the cocktail is quite filling, which makes it a popular item, especially in summer.
This drink has now become a personal pride for Kannurians. This shop and this famous cocktail is worth visiting while you are in Kannur. I'm sure the taste of it will conquer your taste buds just like it did mine. This is Anugraha and George with camera person Riya, Royi, DBC News.
The Totamcheri Bridge, which was destroyed in the 2018 floods, still remains forgotten. While plans for a new bridge are being discussed, locals are suffering due to the delay.
It has been more than 5 years since the Totamcheri Bridge was ruined due to heavy rainfalls and flood. The bridge was a very important pathway for the people to get to the nearby town.
The Totamcheri Bridge, built in 2002 in Ayavana Grama Panchayat, was destroyed due to heavy rainfall in 2018. The bridge was the lifeline for the people of Ayavana Panchayat. Upon destruction of the bridge, the people of Totamcheri, Kadumbidi, Karimattam and Kalambur villages were stranded, unable to get to the Dhanushkori National Highway and the nearby town. Absence of proper maintenance of the bridge also added to its fall. In 2019, the authorities budgeted an amount of rupees 5 lakhs to repair the bridge, but no action has been taken towards it.
പല കാര്യങ്ങളും ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇവിടുന്ന് കടന്ന് മൂവാറ്റിക്കൊന്ന് പോകണം, ഒരു ആശുപത്രിയിൽ പോകണമെങ്കിൽ ചുറ്റി വളഞ്ഞു പോകണം.
The absence of a bridge has made the people rely on boats for crossing the river. If not, they would have to take a longer route. In order to relieve the people, the Panchayat took action and started the ferry service. However, even the ferry offered by the Panchayat cannot make up for the inconvenience caused by the lack of proper commute system. The people have been suffering for years now without any relief in sight. Healthcare has been heavily affected since the biggest inconvenience is caused during health emergencies, as they have to take a longer route that is more time consuming.
ഈ കോൺക്രീറ്റ് പാലം നിർമ്മിക്കുന്നതിന് ആവശ്യമായിട്ടുള്ള നടപടികൾ വേഗതയിലുമല്ല പണം നിലവിൽ അനുവദിച്ചിട്ടുമില്ല. തൂക്കുപാലത്തിന് അനുവദിച്ച പൈസ ഇപ്പോഴും ലൈവായിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഒന്നുകിൽ തൂക്കുപാലം വളരെ വേഗതയിൽ നിർമ്മിക്കുക, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കോൺക്രീറ്റ് പാലം ആണെങ്കിൽ അത് വേഗതയിൽ നിർമ്മിക്കുക. ഇപ്പോൾ രണ്ടും ഇല്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് ജനങ്ങൾ ദുരിതത്തിലാണ്.
Students are also facing problems due to this. In other words, people from all groups are suffering. The cries of the people have been ignored for long now, and unfortunately, it appears that it will be the case for some more time. It is high time that the authorities step up and fulfill their responsibilities towards the common man.
Till date, the authorities have only given hope to the public with promises and plans to build a new bridge, but no work has been done yet. So the question is, will the pleas of the people for a new bridge ever be heard, or will it fall to deaf ears all over again? This is Tahi Nabam with camera person Riya, DBC News.
If you are looking for a beautiful place nearby, then you should consider the Angadikadavu boat ride experience. Take a break from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and explore Angadikadavu's natural beauty.
Discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes, says Marcel Proust. I am here in Angadikadavu to let you know the good news. The good news is that the people of Kanu need not go to Kutanad or Alapura anymore, because that experience is offered here. Theodor Levit, a German-born American economist, once said, "Creativity is thinking of new things. Innovation is doing new things." Jayarajan Korma is a man loaded with creativity and innovation, who transformed a barren granite quarry pond situated at Vengat Kabumpala, Angadikadavu, into an ideal home for solitude seekers. The pond is 1 acre with a depth of 35 meters and is now completely enveloped by the natural beauty that can spell charm in the eyes of onlookers at a glance. The work to beautify the place began in 2019. There are 6 fish rearing cages made so that tilapia fish, which is also known as aquatic chicken, can be reared for 6 months simultaneously. There is a cage each for a month. There are 3 cages inside to rear water lettuce to supply oxygen for the fish. With the support from the State Fishery Department, which initially contributed 3,000 fingerlings for free, the fish farm began to thrive. A small floating house was built and is named after the quarry, Jalakanyaka. One may wonder how it is made. 12 barrels are used as rafts, fitted to the house, and the iron structures to make a floating house.
അതുപോലെ ഇതിൻ്റെ താഴെ പുഴയുണ്ട്, ഒരു ബോട്ടിങ് പോലത്തെ പരിപാടികൾ അങ്ങനെയെല്ലാം ഉണ്ട്, പ്ലാനിങ് ഉണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ അതൊന്നും ആയില്ല, സെറ്റായി വരുന്നത്. ടൂറിസമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടിട്ട് ഭാവിയിൽ കുറച്ചുകൂടി ഹൗസ് ബോട്ടുകൾ ഇതുപോലെ സംഭവങ്ങൾ രാത്രി താമസിക്കാൻ ഉണ്ടാക്കേണ്ട പരിപാടികളുണ്ട്.
If permission is obtained from the tourism department to run as a tourist spot, there is a plan to build more houses like this. A small and open houseboat ride, an exciting hook fishing experience, cooking fresh fish for meals, and a serene and peaceful ambience are among the unique experiences this place can offer for the visitors. A place quiet and serene, encircled by delightful natural beauty, is all set to bloom even brighter than the Alapura houseboat ride. Hope and pray that this will soon become a flourishing tourist spot. This is Isaiah Newme with camera person Shaniba Angadikadavu for DBC News.
Headlines once again. The Murical Bypass project faces endless delays with no progress in sight. 5 years after its destruction, the Totancherry Bridge still hangs in the air. Construction of Muatupura bus terminal at a standstill. Years of demand for the reconstruction of Manchod Bridge in vain. And that's it for this evening. Thank you.